So you are Floyd Mayweather, a legend among legends, a titan in the ring, and a force to be reckoned with in the world of sports and entertainment. Whether they love you or hate you, they can't deny that you're one of the most influential figures of our time, and your impact on the world of boxing will be felt for generations to come. But you've gone tired of making an honest living and you're looking to make a quick buck. Now is the time to really use your followers to make crazy money. First, announce a new NFT project like Mathys. Make it sound exciting and exclusive. Say there's only 5,000 NFTs for grabs and watch the fans start drooling all over and thought of just owning one. But there is a problem. You see, Floyd Mayweather has a track record of abandoning projects as soon as people start buying. So every time you create a new Ponzi scheme, it makes them suspicious. But don't worry, you can outsmart them. Next, start a giveaway competition like Floyd did. Promise $100 to the first few people that follow your account, engage with your tweets while tagging their friends. Everybody loves free money, so they'll jump on this like a pack of wolves on a wounded sheep. But there's a catch. Don't announce any winners. Keep them waiting for years until they give up hope and forget about it. Now, to really up the hype, promise authentic boxing gloves signed by you to the first 2,000 people holding your NFT. At this point, you might start noticing some of your followers catching on to your scam and start accusing you of trying to make money without putting in any effort. It doesn't matter though, you've already made a fortune from them. But wait, there is more. Get paid by some Hollywood bigwigs to promote their coin, like Floyd did with Ethereum Max, and dump it a few months later. They promise you huge profits when they dump it, and you get to walk away with a fat wallet. Who cares if it ruins your reputation in the crypto world? You're laughing all the way to the bank. Of course, there's always going to be someone who's going to expose you for the fraud you are. In Floyd's case, it was Coffeezilla, a popular YouTuber who made a viral video titled "Floyd Mayweather Scammed Me." But don't worry, it's just a minor setback. Keep scamming people and soon enough, you'll be drowning in cash. Now let's talk about debt. It's an integral part of the con game. Floyd owes $22 million in unpaid taxes and six-figure sum to Jake Paul from their last fight. But who cares? He's still a millionaire, and that's all that matters. In conclusion, if you want to be like Floyd Mayweather, follow these simple steps. Announce an NFT project, start a giveaway competition, promise something exclusive, promote a coin, dump it, get exposed, and rack up some debt. Congratulations, you're now a master of the con game. But this might take you a while. After all, the biggest barrier to entry in this scam is your popularity. If you're just starting out, it's almost certain that you're not famous, and these type of scams depend on you being famous. But don't worry, I've got on the way that you can make some cold hard cash without actually being famous. And on the contrary, these scams literally requires you to stay anonymous, and it's an age-old technique of phishing. Phishing is a dark art of scamming, and it's your best friend. Here's a real-life example of how you can do it like a pro. On December 13th, 2021, our victim Dilly was just minding his own business, checking out his beloved Bored Ape Yacht Club when he stumbled upon a link that looks like it was from a verified Bored Ape Yacht Club Discord. The link promised an animated version of the Bored Ape, and Dilly couldn't resist. He clicked on the link and authorized the transaction without a second thought. And just like that, his world came crashing down. These scammers immediately stole all of his crypto assets, leaving him with nothing. But that is not all. These scammers went on to defraud 3 other victims, snagging 2 mutant ape yacht clubs and 1 doodle. But they did not stop there. On December 15, 2021, just 2 days later, they made 10 ETH deposit at 7 different times, plus 1 ETH deposit into a Tornado account at 3 different times. These guys really meant business. In January 2022, the scammers struck again, this time scamming poor Tumulu out of his precious assets using the same sneaky tactics. They sold it off for a whopping 74.5 ETH. And on the surface, it may look stupid to you, and you might be thinking this would never happen to me, or the owner is just a fool to trust anyone with thousands of dollars worth of assets. The thing is, these scammers are really good at what they do, and they have mastered the art of deception. They're not messing around, they mean business. But these crooks weren't satisfied with just a few victims. Oh no, they had to go and slide into people's DMs on Twitter, deceiving 5 more unsuspecting souls and causing a total loss of a mind-boggling $1.7 million. But wait, it gets even crazier. Despite the fact that there is no way to catch these criminals or figure out where the wired funds went, all the evidence from DMs and their sneaky tactics showed that they used the same old phishing tricks on all their victims. I mean, talk about lazy crooks. As the news of this scam spread like wildfire, a sense of dread descended over crypto. People were desperate to catch these fraudsters and bring them to justice. But these guys were no amateurs. They were cunning and meticulous in their thievery. Of course, that didn't stop everybody from trying to track down these lowlifes, but these scammers were too smart for their own good. They knew not to move their stolen loot into easily traced personal accounts. Oh no, they had to deposit their ill-gotten gains into Tornado Cash, a shady corner of the crypto world where the money trail becomes impossible to follow. But even the cleverest of criminals slip up sometimes, and these guys were no exception. And here is where things really gets juicy. Remember poor Dilly Dilly who got phished on December 13th, 2021? Well, these scammers made payments of 10 ETH 7 times and 1 ETH 3 different times into Tornado, and on the same day, and guess what? The same amount of ETH was withdrawn from Tornado and sent to some guy named Mathys.eth. Coincidence? I think not. But wait, there is more. El Mono was the next victim, getting scammed on January 5th, 2022. The scammers took 10 ETH 6 different times from his account and moved it into Tornado. The very next day, January 6th, someone withdrew the exact same amount to Mathys.eth. But it doesn't end there, folks. Tumulu was a third victim, with his account getting phished on January 22nd, 2022, a mere 17 days after El Mono's account was hit. And wouldn't you know it, the exact amount of crypto assets that the scammer stole from him was a deposit into Tornado Cash and then withdrawn 2 days later on January 24th, 2022 to, you guessed it, Mathys.eth. Now, I'm not a detective, but even I can see the pattern here, and it seems like Mathys.eth should have been a bit smarter of all of this. But get this, Mathys.eth decided to distribute all the stolen money by sending almost 1.1 million to Kraken, Bitpanda, and Sideshift. So who the heck is Mathys.eth? And why did he think that he could get away with all this? This is where Zach XBT comes in to save the day. He contacted Exit on Instagram, and guess what? The culprits were French. Sacre bleu. As soon as Zach found out the scammers were from France, the investigation kicked into high gear. It was like a scene straight out of a crime drama. He was on the hunt for these thieves and nothing could stop him. Then another victim called Black Apple Art got phished and Zach was hot on the trail. He checked the source code of the website that was being used to seal the NFT and found a Telegram handle called MT Scam and this profile picture. It was like finding a needle in the haystack, but he wasn't going to let these crooks get away with their dirty deeds. And then, like a gift from gods, he eventually found a Twitter account with the name MTSGTB and Instagram handles WEF and MTHSL. But that's not all, folks. These scammers were so dumb that he decided to flaunt his wealth all over his profile. The Telegram profile and the Twitter profile both had similar looking images, but the ring on the right hand of the scammer gave it all away. He even showed his face like he wanted to get caught. He might as well have put a sign on his forehead that said, "Arrest me, please." But the investigations weren't done yet. Oh no, they were just getting started. They dug up some dirt on this Matthew guy and turned out he was tweeting about selling crypto for cash in Paris. And get this, he had a partner in crime named Camille. Camille used to write on Twitter as RXTKV and they communicated in French, which was lucky for the investigators because they were fluent in that language. Camille was even stupid enough to show off some NFTs that he had stolen on his own back in February 2022. Can you believe it? These guys were practically begging to get caught. And to make matters even worse, the address that owns the NFTs Camille boasted about on Twitter just so happens to have been funded by the same address that was used for multiple phishing scams. Cam's address also sent 12 Ethereum to the same address used to scam Black Apple Heart and Jason Stone. It was like they wanted to get caught, I swear, and the investigations were happy to oblige. And finally, after months of hard work, the investigations cracked the case wide open. The Telegram username MTScam was actually from both of their names, MTS for Mathys and Cam for Camille. And just like that, the case was closed. Wow, what a wild ride that was, from the Ponzi schemes of Floyd Mayweather to the initial phishings to the discovery of the French scammers and their eventual takedown. This investigation had it all. We hope you were on the edge of your seat just like we were when we uncovered clue after clue and finally put the pieces together. Once again, thank you so much Zach XPT for the journalism. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and share with your friends. Subscribe now to stay on top of all the latest developments in the world of cryptocurrency and beyond. We'll bring you all the latest news and in-depth documentaries that peel back the curtain on some of the most fascinating and controversial topics of our time. So what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button now and join us on the journey of discovery and intrigue. It's been me, Adel, and I'll see you in the next one.